For real numbers x and y such that 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 5, and y is greater than or equal to 9, the expression x plus y over y can have which of the following values? So a couple things we need to know here. First is the definition of real numbers. Real numbers can be any number on a number line. So these can have decimals. It's not like an integer that is a whole number. Since they're telling us it's real numbers, it could be decimals. That may or may not play a role in this, but we need to know our definitions either way. So the other trick that you're going to need to know to be able to solve this is picking numbers. Hopefully you've started practicing the art of picking numbers. And what we want to do is go our high numbers and our low numbers when we're picking numbers in an inequality scenario like this. So if we go the lowest that y could be, which would be 9, and the lowest that x could be, which would be 0, then we have 9 over 9, which is equal to 1. All right, so now let's do the other extreme, but keeping y as small as it can be. So let's keep y at 9, and then we'll make x as big as it can be. So 5 plus 9, which is 14, divided by 9, which that's going to be 14, which is equal to 1.55, essentially repeating. All right, so now let's do the other end of the spectrum. Let's make y huge. Let's just make it 1,000. And then we'll make x as small as it can be, which is 0. So 1,000 over 1,000, which is going to be 1 again. So it's looking like 1 is the smallest that we could possibly make this come out to. And then if we add and make x as big as it can be, which would be 1,005, which is going to come out to 1.005. Okay, so it does look here that 1.55 repeating is going to be as big as we can make it be. And then 1 is going to be as small as we can make it be. So we know that it can't be f. We know that it can't be j or k because those are out of our 1 to 1.55 range. So let's do 10 divided by 9, which is 1.11. That looks like it could be in the range. And then we'll do 14 divided by 5 to see 2.8, which that is definitely outside of the range. So that only leaves us with answer G. I'm sure that there are other ways to be able to do this problem, but as a general rule of thumb, you want to play around going the biggest you can make, or a big version of the number, biggest if possible, and then vary the other one big and small, and then do the other number as small as it can be or as big as it can be, whichever one the opposite was, and do big or small for the other. So it'll give you a range, and that's a way to solve these problems.